Okay, hello, I am Gail. I'm looking a hot mess right now because I am about to do some makeup in preparation for tea with my friend today. So that's why my hair is not done and nothing is done. Alright, so I am Gail. I am not a YouTuber. However, I believe I'm about to begin my journey down that rabbit hole because why not? Um, YouTube, um, YouTube influencing and all of that stuff was never a thing when I was younger and had the time to be running up and down with a video camera capturing everything I do. But now that I'm done with college and I've settled into my job or my career rather, I think maybe it's time. I do not think 45 is too old. I said it, 45, to start a YouTube career. So let's hope I can keep this up because I'm a Gemini and I'm also very fickle. So let's see if I can keep making YouTube videos. All right, so I am Gail. On Instagram I am at the Jewel. I am at Jewel by Gail. I am at 876 Documents, and I have different accounts because Jewel by Gail was my clothing line and my t-shirt, and the Jewel is my personal page where I keep up all my antics, and 876 Documents is my document preparation and consulting business. So I've tried to keep them very separate. Yeah, so that's my introduction. It's not my formal introduction. I'll do a proper formal introduction where I talk about myself and a little about my background. But right now I'm coming on here looking a hot mess to show you how I do my video. Now, I wear glasses for reading, which means I have difficulty seeing things that are close to me clearly. And this camera is relatively close to me, so it's going to be hard for me to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to be looking in my magnifying mirror over here so I can make sure I come out looking human. Alright, so my go-to makeup for many years has been my MAC, and it's the NW45, and this is the Studio Finish. Oh, I need to go a little faster. Alright, so this is the MAC Studio Finish. I've had this for years. I've been using it for years. This is just my e.l.f. brush, which I have a kabuki brush that I normally use to apply my foundation, but it doesn't look, video ready. And I bought a new kabuki brush the other day actually, but it doesn't apply foundation well. It's more for powder. I think it's more for powder because it's very fluffy. It can spread powder very well, but I don't think it can apply my foundation with the kind of vigor that I need to get it all even. Now, I try to do I apply my makeup in a certain way. I try not to drag and pull my skin anymore because I am a woman of a certain age. Since even if when you're young, you should be mindful about how you pull and stretch your skin. So I pat this in, and already I've gotten a lovely finish, I think. My glasses give me a mark in my nose right here. My camera is so weird. I'm getting the opposite of what I'm doing, and it's so confusing, but I'll try to get it done. So my glasses give me a mark right here, which sometimes is so hard to cover up. And then I get old. I find that when I sleep, I wrinkle my forehead. Like I'm naturally angry in my sleep. No wonder they say Geminis are mean. I am naturally angry in my sleep, apparently. So when I wake up, I have this crease in my forehead, and it's becoming a permanent thing. They did tell me that it was going to get stuck that way, my mom and my grandmother, because I also used to frown a lot. But I don't think it's my fault. I think that part of my forehead naturally wrinkles easily. I don't know. I couldn't just make it wrinkle if it doesn't. I have to get my neck. Okay, so this went on pretty well. Is it because I actually gave myself brown sugar and honey scrub, brown sugar, honey, and cornmeal scrub. So I think my foundation went on pretty good. Or maybe this big mirror is deceiving me. I don't know. Well, anyway, I always ask myself, if I could wear only one piece of makeup, what would it be? Would it be eyeliner, eyebrows, or foundation? Sometimes I say it's eyebrows, and then sometimes I say it's eyeliner, because my lashes have gotten thin with age. But I really do think when I put my foundation on, I feel like I look like a whole different person, which is a really good thing. Well, not a good thing in that sense. When I put on my foundation, my face looks so much different. I feel so much more streamlined. Like when I'm looking, all of a sudden it's like my face is not irregular looking anymore. Alright, so yeah, I put it on and I just keep patting it in. Is it 7 o'clock yet? Because I have to go clap out the window for the essential workers who are holding the country together. That's what we do in my neighborhood. We all clap out the window for like 5 minutes, ring bells, we knock on the glass, we knock pots, we whistle, blow horns. Alright, so I don't do any of that contouring and none of that stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. One, because I don't know how to do it, and two, it just seems like so much. It's like, am I trying to make myself a whole different person? I think not. Okay, so I don't always do this one. This is MAC powder as well. I think it's the powder that goes with the foundation. I'm trying to find my other kabuki brush, which I use to apply my powder. I do not see it. I do not want, it's right here in front of me. I don't remember what brand this is. I just bought it from the drugstore. But this is my MAC powder NW45. When I'm trying to, go the extra mile, I'll put a little bit of this on. And it also helps me to use less foundation, because I really prefer to use the foundation. So I use this is my brush. I think is a little too soft. This side of my face is a little less full than this side, because I had both of my wisdom teeth removed on this side. Did not know that was going to be such a big issue. Didn't know one side of my face was going to collapse, but no, it has. And there, I've said it. My face collapsed. My mom is going to kill me if she hear me say that. So this side of my face is naturally more flat than this side, which it doesn't show right now, but maybe in another video it will. Let me see. So this is the flat side. Yes, you can see it. My mirror is so weird. I feel like my head is lean. I don't know how to turn my head. This side is plump. This side is a little more flat. So whenever I put my makeup on, I try to brush the finish SPF, I think they call it, the Studio Fix something, the finishing one. I brush it into here to give this a little more plumpness. Like this is where other girls might put their low lights. I put my highlights here because I want to bring out this part of my cheek. I also want to make my under my eyes look a little more alert and awake, so I have to put a little bit of this under here. This is like a highlighter. It smooths out all of the foundation. It gives it a really nice finish. Of course it's MAC, because most of the stuff I use like for dressing up is MAC. I have other like drugstore stuff that I only bought recently, like this one, Kiss, like for when I'm coming to work in the morning. When I'm coming to work in the mornings, I will like just throw that on because that's cheaper. I'm not trying to do like a whole beat and like slay for school, so it doesn't matter. So I just throw on a little bit of this, like I think I paid $5 for this. I also have this one, which is black opal. Sometimes I'll use this as a concealer, and then I put my MAC on, so that I use less MAC. A little wrangly. Okay, so I have to look exclusively in this mirror now for my eyebrows. Now I have a little pencil on already. I don't know how some girls put their eyebrows on. Maybe when I become a makeup pro, I'll know how to put the eyebrow on first and then not mess it up. And I use a pencil. I am not like fancy yet to use brow powder and brow gels. I don't know if I will. I'm actually considering getting my eyebrows done permanently. I want to wake up every morning and with eyebrows on. I want to be able to wipe my face at any time of the day without wiping off my eyebrows. I used to have such thick, amazing eyebrows. Ugh. If you ever watch videos of women of a certain age, you will always hear them say, when I was younger, because, and if you're a young person right now watching this, it's going to be you one day. So go ahead and laugh. But when I was younger, I had caterpillar eyebrows. My coworker used to ask me, how do I get my eyebrows to be so full? When I do my arch, like when I go to get my eyebrows done and I do a nice arch. And I told her, first you have to start with full brows. And she was like, ooh, well, excuse me. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just telling her that I naturally had full brows. Okay, so this is what I do next. Sometimes I won't do any eyebrows at all, eyeshadows, whatever it's called. And I don't know also how some girls do their eyeshadow one eye at a time, and then they do the whole thing, and then they come back in. I'm like, how do you duplicate it properly? Like, how do you get them to match if you don't do them both at the same time? Anyway, I put a little bit of like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a gold, but it's like dark gold. Let me see if I can show it. It's really, nope, I can't, because, oh yeah, I can't show it. It's one of these dark golds, and this is the Naked palette, Naked 2, from, you know who does Naked 2, Urban Decay. So I do that, and then I will use a lighter gold to put under my eyebrow to give it that clean, like just plucked look, and to also open up the eyebrows. It's not showing, but it's there, trust me. So I open up my eyes. Yeah, I never said I had in a makeup game. And I always put this really dark one. I'm surprised it's not finished yet. I always put it in my eye crease right here. I blend it into the eye crease. I learned this online, I think from the Jenny Jenkins. I put some dark under here, and I sweep it into the corner of the eyeliner to make it like uniform. And I do the next side. Just to give it a slightly smoky look. I don't do a lot of stuff. I really don't. If I'm really, really dressing up, then of course I'm doing the nose. And I don't go overboard with that either. Just enough to make it very subtle, like very subtle. Now, if I'm going all out, my e.l.f. I have two of these e.l.f. brushes. I use one for blush. My MAC blush. I forgot the name of this now. But I've had this blush for so long, and I barely use it. I don't blush like that. I feel like blush is an extra step that I only need if I'm dressing fancy. So sometimes I'll just go and I'm done. I brushed over my nose and I'm done. This video is 15 minutes. God help me getting it up on YouTube. Alright, I'm gonna go a little faster now. So for my hair, because I am home now and I don't go to the hair salon to get any blowout anymore, and I am also not curling. I've given my hair a proper cut recently, and I'm not doing any kind of heat styling because my hair falls out like nobody's business. I don't know what it is that's going on with my hair. You would think I'm sick. Ooh, this looks cute. Maybe I'll keep that. I've never let this just hang before. Maybe I'll keep that. No, I've said this before on another video that I made about how to look good in your Zoom video. This is like my go-to do. And normally I only put my hair up like this when I'm going out. The thing is, once upon a time, I used to love, you know, I'm basic because I just use a regular bobby pin. I went out once, me and this girl, and she and I had the same hairstyle, and her updo had some very fancy pin, and I'm like, how basic am I? Nah, this is not gonna work. I had to ask myself, how basic am I that I have regular bobby pins in my hair at a very formal occasion, sticking out with no rhinestone or nothing. Like, that's when I realized I was a basic bee. So I said recently that this is my go-to hairstyle, and especially now that I am home and I can't like go to the hair salon, I'm pretty sure something is going on here that I'm not seeing because the light that I'm seeing right here is very dark, but okay. So that's my go-to do. Earrings. All right, let me see if I come in closer, see if I look better. I have to brush these in. Oh yes, I brought a brush. I don't do anything to hold on my baby hairs. I don't use gel. I don't do any of that. If the baby hairs cannot stay down, then too bad. I use Perfect for perm and Cantu leave-in. I rub it, both of them together. I massage it all up into my hair, and then I wrap my hair and put a scarf on it, and that's how I got it to come out smooth, relatively smooth like this, and actually being able to fall. I also relaxed it myself the first week of the quarantine. All right, earrings. These are a little heavy. This is a little much for tea with one girlfriend, but you know, since we're getting dressed up here on YouTube, I might as well go whole hog. Now, I love my earrings. My friend Latoya, I'm gonna start letting her be my earring buyer because she is the queen. When I say the queen of choosing, I'm shining up my earring. So let's look at it. It's so beautiful. I bought this in Georgia when I was with her. It's a little much for lunch, for brunch, for breakfast. It's a little much for tea with one person. It's not that fancy, but I just wanted to put it in since, you know. Let's go whole hog since we're here. All right, let's try a different earring. I love me some earrings. I love big earrings, but only relatively big earrings. Like, I don't go gigantic. I have another one of almost the same thing. Where is the camera? Oh, this is ridiculous. I think maybe I'll go with these diamond ones because where's the camera? These look like white, and I think I'll be wearing white for my breakfast. Tea. I'm gonna have tea with my girlfriend, and we're gonna talk small business ownership. Okay, I think that looks cute. I'm gonna take a picture because I feel like this video is not doing me justice. Oh, let me just buff my chest out a little bit. Which one am I should have a cheaper powder for buffing the chest. I cannot afford MAC for $35 to buff my chest. I buff my chest to cover up any spots I might have. and to like blend my makeup in. All right, so it's officially 20 minutes. Thank you for watching. This is Gail. See you in my next video. I don't understand this camera direction at all.